What is going on, guys? I am Paul James here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you a guaranteed way to win Fortnite Battle Royale as a beginner every time. Alright guys, so like I said, this video is going to be about winning Fortnite Battle Royale every time as a beginner. There's certain things that you can do as a beginner to actually win the game. So I'm going to give you 6 tips to follow, so make sure you watch this video all the way through if you want to win some games. And I've actually just started playing this game last month. Here's the thing, guys, you may try these tips and you may not win every game, and if you don't, it's because you didn't execute the tips properly. But if you execute the tips properly, you're gonna see that you're gonna start winning games even as a beginner player. So before we get into the video, what I'm gonna do to kick this channel off is I'm gonna be giving away 1,000 V-Bucks to 3 people who actually watch this video. All you have to do is go ahead and smash the like button on the video, drop below and leave a comment on the video. And then when I release my next video, I will put in the description the 3 people who actually won the giveaway. And to make sure that you don't miss that video announcement to see if you won, you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and have that bell notification icon ticked so that you get notified when I release the next video. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the game and break this down. Alright, so for our very first tip, we have to pick somewhere that sets you up for success to win. What do I mean by that? I mean a place where you're likely to get decent weapons, shields, and I like to always make sure I'm getting a sniper as well. Don't land at too high of populated areas like Tilted Towers or Dusty Divot, but also don't land in the middle of nowhere and chance not getting any loot. I really like Lucky Landing, Lonely Lodge, and places similar to that where there's not going to be a lot of people that are landing there. I could probably do a whole different video on this topic alone and how to scout a good landing spot, because if you can learn exactly where the loot and chests are in these areas, you'll have a really easy time getting everything that you need early game. So make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and you turn on notifications if you want to be notified of when I actually release that video. Alright, next, get a solid loadout. We kind of talked about this in our last point, and this really is why the landing area is so important here. Because as a beginner, my ideal beginner loadout is a shotgun. If you're super new, preferably the tactical shotgun, followed by an assault rifle, followed by a sniper or grenade launcher, and then 2 slots for shields or heals. Obviously, the rarity of the guns, if you can get more rare items, that's going to be better, but you want one of each of those ideally. My next tip is to try and wait out the storm as long as possible without getting caught in it. You may think that it makes sense to just rush to the circle as quick as you can, but the problem with that is that you may very well end up with someone behind you to shoot you in the back. And as a beginner, your reaction times aren't going to be as quick to build. So give yourself the best chance possible by letting everyone else get ahead of you, and then you can just kind of lurk behind. One thing that I like to do while I'm waiting things out is to farm materials, but that's only if you've already looted the entire beginning area where you landed. Looting should take priority first as a beginner. So knock down any one-hit mats that you find. This includes furniture or those little things at the farm that you just saw me hitting. They return a decent amount of wood fairly quickly, and I can still continue moving. You can grab these moon rocks if you're really close to the storm, and it's a really great way to not get caught in it, but you do have to be very careful because you suddenly become very noticeable as well. People can hear that you're using them, you can tell they're really loud, and also you draw a lot of attention to yourself by hopping like that. But again, if you're close to the storm like I am right here, you can see it's closing in on me really quickly. It's highly doubtful that anyone is around anyways, so just use them to your advantage. If you know there's a spot where you're landing where they're close, you can kind of keep that in mind and take some extra time looting because you know you're going to get out of there in time with those moon rocks. Okay, so once you've reached the first circle and it starts to shrink again, the game plan from this point forward is to always be as close to the outer edge of the storm as possible while being as close to the inner white circle as you can be. And this really is the main strategy here to win the game at this point. You should be down to around 20, 25 people, and the goal now is to play very defensively. Winning as a beginner, in my opinion, isn't about playing aggressively. Now, playing aggressively will make you a better player in the long run because it forces you how to learn how to fight, but it's not going to win you any games at the beginning because you're just going to be dying all the time. So if you want to win games at the beginning, the goal here is to be stealthy and avoid combat and only interact when you have to or when you're confident that you can take the shot and win. There will always be a point where the storm and the inner circle are close together, and the goal is to get as close to that spot on the map as you can so that you're always the last person in the circle. Most everyone else is going to be rushing in the middle of the circle somewhere, and there's going to be fighting going on right in the middle where they all are. Alright, and my next tip is really important, and that is to stay calm. There will always be situations where you get into combat and you're caught off guard, and the worst thing you can do here is to panic. Like in this situation, if I would have panicked, it was almost guaranteed I was going to die, but I stayed calm, I took my shot, I hit him, and I survived. Alright, you're at the end game, and it's just you and the other player now. The goal at this point is to stay hidden. The last few people should have already battled it out, eliminating each other, and as soon as there's just one person left besides you, try and take the shot. This is the reason why I like the sniper. Unfortunately, in this gameplay, you'll notice that I missed my shots. The key with the sniper is to compensate for the drop of the bullet, so always aim a little higher than where you want it to fall. And in this case, the player was very smart and continued to peek very quickly, which made it hard for me to land my shot, which led to me giving away my location. Now, if this happens, stay calm. Go back to our last point, stay calm. Let them push you and take all the shots that you can get. With your assault rifle, most likely, while they do it, they'll be amped up on adrenaline and likely slip up, and in the end, you'll claim that #1 victory royale. Okay guys, so there you have it. That is the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, again, don't forget to smash that like button. I'm so excited to see if you can actually go out there and implement these 6 tips effectively and get yourself a win if you're a beginner. They really help me out. They help me get some wins under my belt. And I know that they're gonna help you out as well. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you've got notifications turned on. All right guys, I am Paul James. We'll see you in the next video.